I don't think there's any evidence to show why, but I see it an awful lot that when people, there's so much focus on the symptom that the pain takes over, and that's doing a good enough job, thank you very much, for hiding the unresolved emotions that might be underneath. So we don't need anything else. But actually, we start to understand, like, for example, Dr. Sano would say ulcers, stomach ulcers were a big thing in his day, whereas you just don't see them these days. And it's almost like back pain then became that because people understood that ulcers were stress-induced. So, I'm not a stress head, so they're not going to get ulcers, they'll get something else. Back pain now is becoming known to be stress-induced. So, there's probably going to be lots of there are other symptoms as well, like, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, pain being blamed on hypermobility, all these other things. So when our focus has been on a particular symptom and we understand that and we're getting over the fears and that settles down, then it's like something else is needed to stop us going even deeper and really recognizing what it is deep down. We might have got over the superficial fears and doubts and things like that, but I would suggest surfacing anxiety is another kickback from the body going, oh, no, don't go there, don't go there. That's dangerous. And it's about, I think this is why I love the way our work has evolved so much over the last few years, is that we so recognize the importance of getting out of our head and into our bodies and becoming so much more emotionally aware, building our felt sense. Yes, there'll be anxiety, but anxiety is then the thoughts and following up thoughts and going round and round and round and fear, and then you focus on one thing, then, well, if it's not that, it's over-analysing all these things that then fuel symptoms. And anxiety is created by unresolved emotions, as pain is, but then unfortunately all these looping thoughts then make the anxiety worse. So the more somebody can learn to actually get out of their head, into their body, develop their felt sense, build their emotional awareness so that they can start calming things down and really building the neural circuits related to feeling safe, rather than feeling anxious, because at the moment it's just